Most people underestimate their own mind. They believe intelligence is fixed, like height or eye color. But what if I told you that in less than 60 seconds, you could unlock a new way of thinking that makes you 10 times sharper than the average person? This isn't motivation. This isn't theory. This is a practical hack, backed by how your brain actually works. And once you use it, you'll never see problems the same way again. The truth is, people don't fail because they're stupid. They fail because they think in lazy loops. They repeat the same thoughts, the same assumptions, the same patterns. And those patterns become cages. The difference between someone who feels stuck and someone who feels powerful is not their IQ. It's their ability to break those loops. Here's the method. Whenever you face a problem, pause. Literally stop yourself before reacting. Then ask, what assumption am I blindly accepting here? That's it. That's the whole shift. It sounds simple, maybe even too simple. But here's why it works. Your brain operates like a prediction machine. Every second, it assumes things about the world to save energy. This is useful when crossing the street or tying your shoes. But when it comes to big decisions, money, relationships, purpose, these hidden assumptions limit you. Most people live their entire lives without questioning them. They assume things like, I don't have enough time. This is just how I am. I can't do that because I'm not ready. These assumptions become invisible walls. The moment you expose one, your entire field of vision opens. That is the first key to thinking 10x smarter. Let's make it concrete. Imagine you say, I can't start a business because I don't have money. That's an assumption. What if the real question is, how do I start a business without money? Suddenly, the game changes. Or, I'm stuck in this job because I have no options. That's an assumption. What if the truth is, I haven't explored hidden options yet? You immediately activate creativity instead of resignation. Every assumption you challenge gives you leverage. The top 1%, the people you call elite, use this technique constantly. They don't think faster. They think differently. When most people hit a wall, the elite ask, what assumption built this wall? That's why they see opportunities others miss. That's why they look almost supernatural. It's not IQ. It's pattern recognition. And you can train yourself to do it in less than 60 seconds. Now, let's expand. Because once you master the 60-second assumption breaker, there are 6 more hacks that compound with it. These aren't hacks you'll find in productivity blogs. These are psychological upgrades used quietly by high-level thinkers. Hack number 1. Invert the problem whenever you want a solution. Ask, what would make this problem worse? It feels counterintuitive. But inversion reveals blind spots. If you want to succeed in business, ask, how could I guarantee failure? The answers, ignoring customers, never improving, overspending, are exactly what you should avoid. The fastest way to think smarter is to flip the frame. Hack number 2, slow the loop. Your brain defaults to speed. But speed doesn't equal intelligence. When you slow your thinking, literally give yourself an extra 30 seconds before reacting, you unlock clarity others miss. The elite are rarely the fastest to answer. They're the ones who pause long enough to see the hidden angle. Hack number 3, run contradictions. Hold 2 opposing ideas at once. For example, this idea is both risky and safe. Or, this person is both trustworthy and not trustworthy. Most people collapse contradictions. They want black and white. But reality is gray. If you can sit in the paradox, you'll see layers others can't. Hack number 4, shift the time lens. When you face a decision, zoom out. Ask, will this matter in 10 minutes, 10 months, or 10 years? This kills overreaction and gives you perspective instantly. The elite don't obsess over noise. They focus on signal. Hack number 5, borrow brains. Thinking smarter doesn't mean thinking alone. The elite constantly borrow lenses. They read biographies, study history, talk to people outside their bubble. Your brain multiplies in power every time you step outside your own perspective. Hack number 6, use future memory. Imagine yourself already having solved the problem. Ask, if I had already figured this out, what did I do? This bypasses fear and activates creativity. Your brain simulates answers as if they already happened. Now combine these with the first hack, the assumption breaker. You face a problem. You pause. You ask what assumption you're holding. You invert it, slow it down, run contradictions, shift time, borrow brains, and use future memory. This sequence makes you unstoppable. Let's test it. Problem: you feel stuck in life. Assumption: I don't have options. Invert: how could I guarantee staying stuck? Answer: keep repeating my routine. Never question myself. Slow the loop: take one day to observe your thoughts before making changes. Run contradictions: maybe I'm stuck and free at the same time. That opens nuance. Shift time: will this problem even matter in 10 years? Borrow brains: ask someone who reinvented their life. Future memory: imagine yourself already free. How did you do it? See how fast the cage breaks. If this sounds powerful, that's because it is. So why doesn't everyone do it? Because thinking like this requires effort. The average mind is addicted to shortcuts. It wants comfort, not clarity. It prefers the cage over freedom. And that's why contempt sometimes rises in you, because deep down, you sense that most people could do this, but they don't. But now, you're doing it. You're different. Here's what I want you to do right now. Pick one problem in your life. Pause. Ask, what assumption am I blindly accepting here? Write it down. Break it. That single action will make you 10x smarter today. If you're serious about upgrading your mind, don't just watch, apply. And if you want more, watch the next video in this playlist. Because your mind is your only real advantage. Protect it. Upgrade it. And never think the same way again.